This is the second in a series of exhibitions called 130 Years. And we use that title because these are artists that are over the age of 65 who have been practicing artists for their careers. So collectively, 130 years of artistic creativity. If you're an artist, you don't retire from creativity. And many of these artists are now at the peak of their careers. So the idea is to sort of showcase both the work they've done, but the incredible work that they're doing now. And they're really pursuing their creative energies in a very collaborative way, which is very exciting.
There's so many things that I think about. I use a common theme in much of my work is chairs, and I use chairs because they are a place where we remember, where we sit and think, where we converse, communicate with people. They also hold memory, like a mother who's rocking her babies in a rocking chair. That chair will always symbolize her children. I use the chair as a way of a metaphor for that kind of change in perception. What it means at one time maybe means something different later on. Probably my favorite piece, because it's very graphic and I love color, is the piece behind me. That one just, it was a prototype concept that I had. I wanted to work larger, and I had great fun with it. So that's probably my favorite today.
My best and most productive inspiration is nature and the beauty of nature, obviously. But it's nature sort of in this crazy extended state. So like the moment of a sunset, the moment of a sunrise, the moment before a storm happens, the moment after a storm. So it's some dramatic moment or phase of nature. I suppose this is my favorite piece because it's so hot. It's so hot. It's so luscious. So it's hard to make something so intense and get away with it, but I think I did. So.
This is my first visit, and I think it's wonderful. I find this art uplifting. When I first walked in, I assumed it was student art, and I couldn't quite believe that because it has such a mature feeling, and obviously it's not a student art. And yet it has a very contemporary feeling. These are artists who continue to make new, fresh art in their senior years, I'm guessing. And I particularly like the digital photographs. The way they're even mounted on the wall with pins gives some movement in addition to the photography itself. I like the three-dimensional aspects of some of this art. Like this one right here, this wonderful bubble sphere, and the connection with the poem in the piece in the corner, just like that, adds a whole nother dimension. The stacked piece over there is another, it pops off the wall. And together, it just shows how important art is in the lives of these artists and of the people that are willing to come out today. This is my first time on campus, really, so I'm happy to know this exists and that HCC is playing a role in the arts community.